Are you struggling to load a specific component in React based on a variable? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to import a component or file in React using variables. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear solution. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when you're trying to build something cool like a web app and you hit a wall with imports. Many developers face this challenge, especially when dealing with dynamic components. Let's look at the specific question from one of our viewers. They mentioned they are building a web app in React that shows blueprints for buildings based on user selection. They have a content component that loads the campus or building map, but they are stuck trying to load a specific blueprint in the building map component using a variable. Sound familiar? Let's figure this out together. So what's the issue here? The viewer is trying to dynamically import a component based on the building name passed as a prop. This is a common scenario in React, and understanding how to handle dynamic imports is key to solving this problem. And stick around. At the end of this video, I will share a pro tip that will make your React development even smoother. To begin solving this issue, the user needs to dynamically import the blueprint component based on the selected building. This can be achieved using React's lazy loading feature. Next, the user should create a function that maps the building names to their corresponding component imports. This function will return the correct component based on the building name passed as a prop. Now, the user can use this function inside the render method of the building map component. They will need to call the function with the building prop to get the correct component. Finally, the user should ensure that the lazy loaded components are wrapped in a suspense component to handle loading states. This will provide a better user experience while the component is being loaded. Fun fact, did you know that React was developed by Facebook and was first released in 2013? It's amazing how quickly it has become one of the most popular libraries for building user interfaces. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user suggests that you cannot dynamically import components in React. Instead, they recommend importing each blueprint individually and mapping them to their respective building IDs. This way, you can select the correct component based on the building prop. That's it for that answer. Let's take a look at another one. An alternative solution to your problem comes from another user. They suggest using React's dynamic import feature with react.lazy. This allows you to load components based on variables, which can help you import the specific blueprint you need. For more details on this approach, you can check the official React documentation on code splitting. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative approach suggests using a lookup table to map string IDs or names to component classes. This is a common practice in React, especially for managing different types of components like modals. You can also dynamically import components at runtime using functions like import. Additionally, you can load components dynamically and add them to your lookup table as they are imported. This allows for efficient loading of components based on user selection. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always ensure your paths are correct and consider using a fallback component in suspense to handle loading states gracefully. This will enhance your app's user experience. And there you have it. You should now be able to import components dynamically in React using variables. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button for more tips. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more React insights.